Welcome to Subramani. How much of a fall in the market can you survive? This is a very important question to answer because people think that a fall kills a lot of people, and you will find huge headlines saying. So I went back to 2009 to pick up a headline, and I found this on Forbes, which said. Which is Forbes, of course, is about the richest people in the world, and it said billionaire bust. It showed how people have crashed and how much people have crashed. So I'll give you the numbers from there, and it said the article, of course, said the biggest losers were Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, and two people from the Indian origin were Ambani and Mr. Mittal, Lakshmi Mittal. Now the thing is, they got a little confused that it is, they have spoken about Anil Ambani, but I think the truth is it's about Mukesh Ambani. So let us look at the losses that they made. The Indian gentleman Lakshmi Mittal and Anil Ambani faced losses of 25.7 billion and 31.9 billion, right? And fairly obvious that Bill Gates and unfortunately, the figure for Bill Gates and Warren Buffett is not here, but obviously it will be a much higher figure. And the winner that time was one man called John Paulson, which I don't think many of you would have heard. He had managed to put a great short trade of he had sold real estate, housing, mortgages, etc., and that paid exponentially as complex securities in the market blew up, and he obviously became the biggest gainer. And all these gentlemen, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Lakshmi Mittal and Ambani, were seen as the big losers. 10 years from now, 2019, 2020, what has happened? You don't know where is John Paulson. In fact, he has retired. He then tried something every year with his fund, couldn't do it. People threw money at him because he got that one call right, and then he lost more money, and then one day he said, I'm winding down the fund. No, he did not become bankrupt. He's still very rich, but he is unheard of today. And where are Bill Gates? Pick up the same set of people: Lakshmi Mittal, Mukesh Ambani, Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. They have not been richer ever. I mean, all of them are all very close to the peak of their net worth. Thanks to the bull market, all of them are extremely rich. So all these guys would walk into a Forbes 50, if not Forbes 10, and that's the kind of money that they have made. Whether it is steel or whether it is oil or technology or whatever, they have made money and they are doing very well. Now the question is not what happens to these people. The question is what happens to you if there was to be a drawdown in the market. We saw the market at 50,000. Let us say the market falls to 45,000, which is a 10% fall. How much will it hurt you? Or rather, whom will it hurt the most? It will hurt the leveraged investor the most, because he will have to sell in this market and repay the loan, and that will hurt him more, right? But believe me, it will hurt him less if he sells today at 47,000 than if he waits for the market to reach 44,000. Not because anything is going to happen in the market, but what is going to happen is, if he does not sell now and the margin call gets tougher and he is unable to put up more margins, his broker stroke lender, which could be a banker or a broker, would sell the shares at a most inopportune time, because he cannot decide at what price they should sell. They will sell when they think they can sell. And if the shares that you have given are Infosys, SBI, HDFC and HDFC Bank, you are very lucky. But if you have given shares which are not so liquid, then they will sell whenever they see there is liquidity. They will not wait to get a good price. They have a simple mandate. The guy who sells it automatically. He says, go and sell 50,000 shares of this company. Immaterial of the price, those shares will be sold unless you can put up the margin money. So that person will be hurt the most. But if there are people who have removed all the money from their debt, from their gold, from everywhere else, taken a loan against property and invested all that money in the equities, and have been a recent entrant, they would see red in their portfolio and they might panic and they will sell, right? Very high chance that they will sell. So when they sell, what happens? They will have to sell because they will also want to reduce their leverage. That will be an inopportune time for them to sell because they did not sell during happy times. So the market will be at 45,000. Now what happens if the market draws down and comes down to say 40,000? More people will panic, the more number of people will be hit, more margin calls, and therefore more sales will happen. Now the question is, how can you remain without any panic? Simple. Don't have any great leveraged position. Having a leverage position in an up market or in a peak market, I'm not sure whether this is a peak market or whether the market can go to 55,000 and peak. Having a leverage position during such times is disaster. Having a leverage position at any time is bad for people who are not skilled enough to handle leverage. I mean, look at the way Mukesh Ambani handles leverage, or Gautam Adani handles leverage. Of course they have leverage, of course they have huge amounts of borrowing, but they know how much to borrow, what to do. If you are not in that position, and if you have a small portfolio, let's say you have a portfolio of 50 lakhs and you pledge that and you borrow another 20-30 lakhs and you leverage and you put that also invested, you can get hurt. The other person who can get hurt is people who have a F&O position. If you have a lot of calls, those calls could go to zero. Or if you have taken a future position for 3 months or one month or 3 months, you could again get hurt because of those calls which will happen, right? So these are the people who will get hurt. But if you are a long-term investor, and if you are a long-term investor sitting on accumulated profits, etc., and your goals are 6 months, are 6 years, 7 years away, you don't have to worry. However, if your goals are 6 months away, maybe it was a great time for you to have taken it out, and if you have not done it, it's a good time to sell, right? So the question is not whether the market will come down. Of course the market will come down, whether it will come down from 50,000, whether it will come down from, or whether it will come down to 47,000, then go up to 55 and then come down to 52. We have no clue what will happen. But if you are a long-term investor with a long range and not so keen to sell now, you don't have to worry. But if you need this money anytime within the next year or two, you must sell. More importantly, if you have a leverage position, don't even think, you must sell and reduce your leverage. Reduction of leverage is one of the most sensible things you can do, even though interest rates are low, simply because the market is grown to a very great extent. Thank you.